全文中英文。Mr. Speaker, Mr. Vice President, members of Congress, the First Lady of the United States, and my fellow Americans. 议长先生、副总统先生、国会议员、美国第一夫人和美国同胞。Less than 1 year has passed since I first stood at this podium in this majestic chamber to speak on behalf of the American people and to address their concerns, their hopes, and their dreams. That night, our new administration had already taken swift action. A new tide of optimism was already sweeping across our land. 距我第一次站在这个讲台上不到1年时间，在这个庄严的地方，代表美国人民发言，表达他们的关切、他们的希望、他们的梦想。那天晚上，我们的新政府迅速采取了行动，新的乐观主义席卷全国。Each day since we have gone forward with a clear vision and a righteous mission to make America great again for all Americans. 自那天以后，我们不断前进，目标清晰，使命正义，让所有美国人的美国再次伟大。Over the last year, we have made incredible progress and achieved extraordinary success. We have faced challenges we expected and others we could never have imagined. We have shared in the heights of victory and the pains of hardship. We endured floods and fires and storms. But through it all, we have seen the beauty of America's soul and the steel in America's spine. 过去的1年中，我们取得了惊人的进步和非比寻常的成功。我们面临了预料到的和从未想象过的挑战。我们共同经历了胜利之欢和艰难之痛。我们遭遇了洪灾、大火和风暴。可一路走来，我们见证了美国灵魂的美丽，美国脊梁的刚毅。Each test has forged new American heroes to remind us who we are and show us what we can be. 每一次考验都造就了新的美国英雄，提醒我们记得我们是谁，向我们展示我们可以成为什么。We saw the volunteers of the Cocoon Navy racing to the rescue with their fishing boats to save people in the aftermath of a devastating hurricane. 我们看到卡金海军志愿者在灾难性飓风之后，用自己家的渔船去营救人民。We saw strangers shooting strangers from a hail of gunfire on the Las Vegas Strip. 我们看到在拉斯维加斯，陌生人护着陌生人，躲过枪林弹雨。We heard tales of Americans like Coast Guard Petty Officer Ashley Leopard, who is here tonight in a gallery with Melania. Ashley was aboard one of the first helicopters on the scene in Houston during Hurricane Harvey. Through 18 hours of wind and rain, Ashley braved live power lines in deep water to help save more than 40 lives. Thank you, Ashley. 我们听到许多美国人的故事。海岸警卫队士官阿什利·莱珀特就是其中之一。他今晚和梅兰妮一起来到听众席。在飓风哈维肆虐中，阿什利乘坐第一批直升机抵达现场，冒着长达18个小时的风雨。阿什利不顾电线和深水之危，救出40多条生命。谢谢你，阿什利。We heard about Americans like firefighter David Dahlbeck. He's here with us too. David faced down walls of flame to rescue almost 60 children trapped at a California summer camp threatened by wildfires. 我们还得知消防员大卫·达尔伯格的故事，他今天也来到这里。 大卫不畏火海，从受森林大火威胁的加州夏令营营救出近60名儿童。To everyone still recovering in Texas, Florida, Louisiana, Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, California, and everywhere else. We're with you, we love you, and we will pull through together. 所有还奋战在德克萨斯、佛罗里达、路易斯安那、波多黎各、维京群岛和加利福尼亚等地所有人，我们和你们在一起，我们爱你们，我们会一起坚持到底。Some trials over the past year touched this chamber very personally. With us tonight is one of the toughest people ever to serve in this house, a guy who took a bullet, almost died, and was back to work 3.5 months later. A legend from Louisiana, Congressman Steve Scalise. 过去1年中的一些考验让这个屋子里的人感同身受。今晚和我们在一起的是众议院中最坚强的人之一，他挨了子弹，几乎死掉。可3个半月后，他又回到了工作岗位。他就是路易斯安那州的传奇议员史蒂夫·斯卡利斯。We're incredibly grateful for the heroic efforts of the Capitol Police officers, the Alexandria Police, and the doctors, nurses, and paramedics who saved his life and the lives of many others in this room. 我们对救了他的生命和这间屋子里许多人生命的国会山警员、亚历山大警员、医生、护士和护理人员表示诚挚的感谢。In the aftermath of the terrible shooting, we came together not as Republicans or Democrats, but as representatives of the people. But it is not enough to come together only in times of tragedy. Tonight, I call upon all of us to set aside our differences, to seek out common grounds, and to summon the unity we need to deliver for the people we were elected to serve. 在可怕的枪击发生后，我们团结一心，不管是共和党人还是民主党人，我们都是人民的代表。但只有在悲剧发生时才团结起来是不够的。今晚我请求所有人搁置分歧，寻求共识，团结起来，为了选举我们的人民服务。Over the last year, the world has seen what we always knew, that no people on earth are so fearless or daring or determined as Americans. If there is a mountain, we climb it. If there is a frontier, we cross it. If there is a challenge, we tame it. If there is an opportunity, we seize it. 过去的1年中，世界看到了，我们一直都明白，地球上没有哪个民族像美国人一样无畏、勇敢、坚决。如果有座山，我们就爬过去；如果有边界，我们就跨过去；如果有挑战，我们就驯服它；如果有机会，我们就抓住它。So let us begin tonight by recognizing that the state of our union is strong because our people are strong. 请注意，今晚的国情咨文是最有力的，因为我们的人民有力。And together we are building a safe, strong, and proud America. 让我们一起建立一个安全、强大和值得骄傲的美国。Since the election, we have created 2.4 million new jobs, including 200,000 new jobs in manufacturing alone. After years of wage stagnation, we're finally seeing rising wages. 自从当选以来，我们创造了240万个新工作岗位，其中仅制造业就有20万个新岗位。多年的工资增长停滞后，我们又涨工资了。Unemployment claims have hit a 45-year low. African American unemployment stands at the lowest rate ever recorded, and Hispanic American unemployment has also reached the lowest levels in history. 失业率达到45年来新低，非裔美国人失业率创历史新低，拉丁裔美国人失业率也创历史新低。Small business confidence is at an all-time high. The stock market has smashed one record after another, gaining $8 trillion in value. That is great news for Americans' 401k retirement, pension, and college savings accounts. 小企业信心达到了史上最高，股市连破纪录，市场增加了8万亿美元，这对美国人的 401k 账户、退休金、养老金和大学储蓄账户都是好消息。And just as I promised the American people from the podium 11 months ago, we enacted the biggest tax cuts and reforms in American history. 正如我11个月前在这个讲台上向美国人民承诺，我们推行了美国历史上最大的减税和税改。Our massive tax cuts provide tremendous relief for the middle class and small businesses. 大规模减税给中产阶级和小企业带来巨大好处。To lower tax rates for hard-working Americans, we nearly doubled the standard deduction for everyone. Now the first $24,000 earned by a married couple is completely tax-free. We also doubled the child tax credit. 为给勤劳工作的美国人降低税率，我们几乎给所有人的标准扣除额翻倍。现在夫妇赚24000美元，完全免税。我们还让儿童税务抵免翻倍。A typical family of 4 making $75,000 will see their tax bill reduced by $20,000, slashing their tax bill in half. 赚7500万美元，赚75000美元的四口之家的典型的四口之家会看到税单少了2000美元，税单减半了。This April will be the last time you ever file under the old broken system, and millions of Americans will have more take-home pay starting next month. 今年4月是你们最后一次按破碎的旧体系纳税，下个月开始，数百上千万美国人的税后收入会多起来。We eliminated an especially cruel tax that fell mostly on Americans making less than $50,000 a year, forcing them to pay tremendous penalties simply because they could not afford government-ordered health plans. We repealed the core of disastrous Obamacare. The individual mandate is now gone. 我们取消了主要对每年不足5万美元收入的美国人残酷的征税，迫使他们缴纳大量罚金，只因为负担不起政府要求的健康计划。我们取消了灾难性的奥巴马医保的核心，个人强制不存在了。We slashed the business tax rate from 35% all the way down to 21%, so American companies can compete and win against anyone in the world. These changes alone are estimated to increase average family income by more than $4,000. 我们将企业税从35%直接削减到21%。美国公司可以在世界舞台参与竞争并胜过任何对手。仅这些变化预计将增加每个家庭的平均收入超过4000美元。Small businesses have also received a massive tax cut and can now deduct 20% of their business income. 对小企业也大幅减税，现在可以扣除20%的营业收入。 Here tonight are Steve Staub and Sandy Keplinger of Staub Manufacturing, a small business in Ohio. They have just finished the best year in their 20-year history. Because of tax reform, they're handing out raises, hiring an additional 14 people and expanding into the building next door. 今晚有来自俄亥俄州小企业工厂的史蒂夫·托布斯和桑迪·凯普林格。今年是他们20多年经营中最棒的一年，因为税改，他们涨了工资，多雇了14个人，并且搬进了隔壁的大厦。One of Staub's employees, Corey Adams, is also with us tonight. Corey is an all-American worker. He supported himself through high school, lost his job during the 2008 recession, and was later hired by Staub, where he trained to become a welder. Like many hard-working Americans, Corey plans to invest his tax cut raise into his new home and his 2 daughters' education. Please join me in congratulating Corey. 托布的一个雇员科瑞亚当斯今天也来到了这里。科瑞是典型的美国工人，他打工供自己读了高中，在2008年大萧条中失业，后来被斯托布雇佣，现在受雇成为一个焊工。和许多辛勤工作的美国人一样，科瑞计划将因减税而多拿到的工资来建一所新房，供2个女儿读书。请和我一起祝贺科瑞。Since we passed tax cuts, roughly 3 million workers have already gotten tax cut bonuses, many of them thousands of dollars per worker. Apple has just announced it plans to invest a total of $350 billion in America and hire another 20,000 workers. 自我们通过减税法案以来，约300万工人已经拿到减税的红利，不少有数千美元。苹果公司宣布计划在美国总计投资3.5亿美元，再雇佣2万个工人。This is our new American moment. There has never been a better time to start living the American dream. 这是我们新的美国时刻，实现美国梦，正是最好的时刻。So to every citizen watching at home tonight, no matter where you have been or where you come from, this is your time. If you work hard, if you believe in yourself, if you believe in America, then you can dream anything, you can be anything, and together we can achieve anything. 对所有在家看电视的公民，无论你过去在哪里，你来自哪里，这都是你们的时刻。如果你工作努力，相信自己，相信美国，你就能有梦想，你可以成就自我，携起手来，我们能成就任何梦想。Tonight I want to talk about what kind of future we're going to have and what kind of nation we're going to be. All of us together as one team, one people, and one American family. 今晚我想谈谈我们能实现什么样的未来，将成为什么样的国度。我们所有人在一起，一个团队，一个群体，一个美国大家庭。We all share the same home, the same heart, the same destiny, and the same great American flag. 我们有相同的家，相同的心，相同的命运和相同伟大的美国旗帜。Together, we're rediscovering the American way. 携起手来，我们重新发现美国的道路。In America, we know that faith and family, not government and bureaucracy, are the center of the American life. Our motto is "In God we trust." 在美国，我们知道信仰和家庭，而非政府和官僚，是美国生活的核心。我们的信条是：我们信仰上帝。And we celebrate our policy, our police, our military, and our amazing veterans as heroes who deserve our total and unwavering support. 我们将警察、军人和了不起的老兵当作值得我们全力不渝支持的英雄。Here tonight is Preston Sharp, a 12-year-old boy from Redding, California, who noticed that veterans' graves were not marked with flags on Veterans Day. He decided to change that and started a movement that has now placed 40,000 flags at the graves of our great heroes. Preston, a job well done. 今晚来自加州雷丁的12岁男孩普雷斯顿·夏普，他发现，在老兵日，老兵的墓碑上没有国旗，他决定去改变。他发起运动，现在将4万张国旗放在伟大英雄的墓葬上。普雷斯顿，干得好 ！Young patriots like Preston teach all of us about our civic duty as Americans. Preston's reverence for those who have served our nation reminds us why we salute our flag, why we put our hands on our hearts for the pledge of allegiance, and why we proudly stand for the national anthem. 像普雷斯顿这样的年轻爱国者，教会我们所有人作为美国人的公民责任。普雷斯顿对那些为国捐躯的人的尊敬，提醒我们为什么要向国旗致敬，为什么要在效忠时把手放在胸口，为什么听到国歌时要骄傲地起立。Americans love their country, and they deserve a government that shows them the same love and loyalty in return. 美国人爱他们的国家，他们也配得上拥有一个爱他们并忠于他们的政府。For the last year, we have sought to restore the bonds of trust between our citizens and their government. 过去1年，我们努力恢复公民和政府间的信任。Working with the Senate, we're appointing judges who will interpret the Constitution as written, including a great new Supreme Court justice and more circuit court judges than any new administration in the history of our country. 同参议院一道，我们任命了解释成文宪法的法官，包括最高法院伟大的新法官和更多的巡回法院法官，比国家历史上任何新政府任命的数量都多。We're defending our Second Amendment and have taken historic actions to protect religious liberty. 我们捍卫第2修正案，并采取历史性行动，保护宗教自由。And we're serving our brave veterans, including giving our veterans choice in their healthcare decisions. Last year, the Congress passed and I signed landmark VA Accountability Act. Since its passage, my administration has already removed more than 1,500 VA employees who failed to give our veterans the care they deserve. And we're hiring talented people who love our vets as much as we do. 我们为勇敢的老兵服务，包括给予老兵做出健康保险选择的机会。去年，国会通过了标志性的退伍军人服务问责法案，而且是由我签署的。通过后，本届政府已经开除了未能向退伍军人提供应有服务的1500名雇员。我们雇佣了有能力且同样爱老兵的人。I will not stop until our veterans are properly taken care of, which has been my promise to them from the very beginning of this great journey. 不让老兵得不到适当的照料，我就不会收手。从伟大的征程一开始，我就做出了这个承诺。All Americans deserve accountability and respect, and that is what we're giving them. So tonight, I call on the Congress to empower every cabinet secretary with the authority to reward good workers and to remove federal employees who undermine the public trust or fail the American people. 所有美国人都应该有人负责并且受到尊重，这就是我们要提供的。今晚我请求国会赋予所有内阁部长权力，奖励优秀、开除破坏公众信任和辜负美国人民的联邦雇员。In our drive to make Washington accountable, we have eliminated more regulations in our first year than any administration in history. 我们要让华盛顿负起责来，在第一年中取缔的法规比历史上任何政府都多。We have ended the war on American energy, and we have ended the war on clean coal. We are now an exporter of energy to the world. 我们结束了美国能源战争，结束了对清洁煤的战争。我们现在是世界上的能源出口国。In Detroit, I halted government mandates that crippled America's auto workers so we can get the Motor City reviving its engines once again. 在底特律，我叫停了让美国汽车工人倒霉的政府法令，我们可以让汽车城的引擎再一次发动起来。Many car companies are now building and expanding plants in the United States, something we have not seen for decades. Chrysler is moving a major plant from Mexico to Michigan. Toyota and Mazda are opening up a plant in Alabama. Soon, plants will be opening up all over the country. This is all news Americans are unaccustomed to hearing. For many years, companies and jobs were only leaving us, but now they're coming back. 许多汽车公司现在都在美国建厂并扩张，几十年来都未见。克莱斯勒将工厂从墨西哥搬回密歇根，丰田和马自达在阿拉巴马开了新工厂，很快工厂将在全国各地兴建起来。这些消息美国人不常，已经很久没有听到。多年来，公司和工作离我们而去，可现在他们又回来了。Exciting progress is happening every day. 每天都有令人振奋的进展。To speed access to breakthrough cures and affordable genetic drugs, last year the FDA approved more new and generic drugs and medical devices than ever before in our history. 为了加速使用突破性的疗法和可负担的基因药物，去年美国食品及药品管理局批准了更多的新基因药物和医疗设备，比历史上任何时期都要多。We also believe that patients with terminal conditions should have access to experimental treatments that could potentially save their lives. 我们也相信患有绝症的病人可以使用实验性治疗，这可能拯救他们的生命。People who are terminally ill should not have to go from country to country to seek a cure. I want to give them a chance right here at home. It is time for the Congress to give these wonderful Americans the right to try. 患有绝症的人不应该跑遍各国去寻求治疗。我想让他们在祖国就有机会。国会是时候给这些美国人尝试的机会了。One of my greatest priorities is to reduce the price of prescription drugs. In many other countries, these drugs cost far less than what we pay in the United States. That is why I have directed my administration to make fixing the injustice of high drug prices one of our top priorities. Prices will come down. 我最优先的一个议程就是降低处方药药价。在许多其他国家，这些药的成本比美国低得多。这就是我为什么要求政府改变高药价的不公。这是我们的工作重点，药价会降下来。 America has also finally turned the page on decades of unfair trade deals that sacrificed our prosperity and shipped away our companies, our jobs, and our nation's wealth. 美国还最终会改变几十年来的不公平贸易协定，这些协定牺牲了我们的繁荣，搬走了我们的公司、工作和国家财富。The era of economic surrender is over. 经济投降的时代已经过去了。From now on, we expect trading relationships to be fair and to be reciprocal. 从现在开始，我们期待公平互利的贸易关系。We will work to fix bad trade deals and negotiate new ones. 我们会努力改变糟糕的贸易协定，谈判新的协定。And we will protect American workers and American intellectual property through strong enforcement of our trade rules. 我们还要通过对贸易法规的严格执法来保护美国工人和美国知识产权。As we rebuild our industries, it is also time to rebuild our crumbling infrastructure. 我们重建本国工业，同时也是时候重建破旧不堪的基础设施了。America is a nation of builders. We built the empire state building in just 1 year. Is it not a disgrace that it can now take 10 years just to get a permit approved for a simple road? 美国是建设者的国度，我们不到1年就建造了帝国大厦，现在要花10年才能拿到一条修路的许可，这难道不是耻辱吗？I am asking both parties to come together to give us the safe, fast, reliable, and modern infrastructure our economy needs and our people deserve. 我要求两党团结起来，提供经济发展所需和人民想要的安全、快速、可靠、现代的基础设施。Tonight, I'm calling on the Congress to produce a bill that generates at least 1.5 trillion for the new infrastructure investment we need. 今晚我请求国会出台法案，批准至少投资1.5万亿美元建造新的基础设施。Every federal dollar should be leveraged by partnering with state and local governments and, where appropriate, tapping into private sector investment to permanently fix the infrastructure deficit. 所有联邦的钱都要有州和地方政府的进行配套，撬动民营部门投资，永久的改变基础设施赤字。Any bill must also streamline the permitting and approval process, getting it down to no more than 2 years and perhaps even 1. 所有法案也都必须精简许可和批准的程序，不超过2年，最好1年。Together we can reclaim our building heritage. We will build gleaming new roads, bridges, highways, railways, and waterways across our land. And we will do it with American heart, American hands, and American grit. 我们一起来重建我们的建造传统。我们会在全国建起焕然一新的道路、桥梁、公路、铁路和水道。我们会用美国心、美国手和美国勇气建造。We want every American to know the dignity of a hard day's work. We want every child to be safe in their home at night. And we want every citizen to be proud of this land that we love. 我们想让所有美国人知道辛勤工作一天的尊严。我们想让每一个孩子在晚上安全地待在家里。我们想让每一个公民都为我们所爱的土地感到骄傲。We can lift our citizens from welfare to work, from dependence to independence, and from poverty to prosperity. 我们让所有的公民从坐享其成到自食其力，从依赖到独立，从贫困到繁荣。As tax cuts create new jobs, Let us invest in workforce development and job training. Let us open great vocational schools so our future workers can learn a craft and realize their full potential. And let us support working families by supporting paid family leave. 减税创造了新的工作，让我们对工人发展和岗位培训进行投资，让我们开设职业学校，我们未来的工人有一技之长，发现自己的潜力，让我们支持工人家庭，支持带薪休假。As America regains its strength, this opportunity must be extended to all citizens. That is why this year we will embark on reforming our prisons to help former inmates who have served their time get a second chance. 美国重新强大起来，这种机会必须让所有公民共享。这就是为什么今年我们要改革监狱，让曾经蹲监狱的人再次获得机会。Struggling communities, especially immigrant communities, will also be helped by immigration policies that focus on the best interests of American workers and American families. 艰难的人们，尤其是移民群体，也会得到移民政策的帮助。这些政策看重美国工人和美国家庭的利益。For decades, open borders have allowed drugs and guns to pour into our most vulnerable communities. They have allowed millions of low-wage workers to compete for jobs and wages against the poorest Americans. Most tragically, they have caused the loss of many innocent lives. 几十年来，开放边界，让毒品和黑帮进入我们脆弱的社区。他们让数百万低工资工人与最贫苦的美国人争夺岗位和工资。最悲剧的事情是，他们还导致许多无辜的生命逝去。Here tonight are two fathers and two mothers. Evelyn Rodriguez, Freddie Cuevas, Elizabeth Alvarado, and Robert Meekins. Their two teenage daughters, Kyla Cuevas and Nisa Meekins, were close friends on Long Island. But in September 2016, on the eve of Nisa's 16th birthday, neither of them came home. These two precious girls were brutally murdered while walking together in their hometown. 6 members of this savage gang, MS-13, have been charged with Kayla and Nisa's murder. Many of these gang members took advantage of glaring loopholes in our laws to enter the country as unaccompanied alien minors and wound up in Kayla and Nisa's high schools. 今晚来到这里的有2个父亲和2个母亲，伊芙琳·罗德里格斯、弗雷迪·奎瓦斯、伊丽莎白·阿尔瓦雷多和罗伯特·米肯斯。他们有2个女儿，卡拉·奎瓦斯和尼萨·米肯斯。他们在长岛就是好朋友，但2016年的9月，尼萨16岁生日前，2人都没有回家。2个千金在家乡散步时被谋杀。黑帮 MS-13 的6个残忍的成员被控谋杀2个女孩。许多这个黑帮的成员利用法律显而易见的漏洞，以无人看护的外国少年的身份进入到我们的国家，进入卡拉和尼萨的高中。Evelyn, Elizabeth, Freddie, and Robert. Tonight, everyone in this chamber is praying for you. Everyone in America is grieving for you. And 320 million hearts are breaking for you. We cannot imagine the depth of your sorrow, but we can make sure that other families never have to endure this pain. 伊芙琳、伊丽莎白、弗雷迪、罗伯特，今晚所有这里的人为你们祈祷，美国所有的人为你们哀悼。 3.2亿颗心为你们破碎。我们不能体会你们的伤痛有多深，但我们能够确保其他家庭不会再遭受这种痛苦。Tonight, I'm calling on the Congress to finally close the deadly loopholes that have allowed MS-13 and other criminals to break into our country. We have proposed new legislation that will fix our immigration laws and support our ICE and Border Patrol agents so that this cannot ever happen again. 今晚我呼吁国会最终堵上这些致命的漏洞，让 M13和其他罪犯进入我们国家成为不可能。我们要提出新的立法，修正移民法，支持移民和海关执法局以及边境巡逻探员，让这种悲剧不再重演。The United States is a compassionate nation. We're proud that we do more than any other country to help the needy, the struggling, and the underprivileged all over the world. But as President of the United States, my highest loyalty, my greatest compassion, and my constant concern is for America's children, America's struggling workers, and America's forgotten communities. I want our youth to grow up to achieve great things. I want our poor to have their chance to rise. 美国是一个充满同情心的国家，我们很骄傲，我们比任何其他国家都做得更多，帮助全世界贫穷困苦、无依无靠的人。但作为美国总统，我最高的忠诚，我最大的同情，我最如一的关切是美国的孩子、美国艰苦的工人和美国被遗忘的群体。我想我们的年轻人长大以后能够有所成就，我想我们的穷人能够有发达的机会。So tonight, I'm extending an open hand to work with members of both parties, Democrats and Republicans, to protect our citizens of every background, color, religion, and creed. My duty and the sacred duty of every elected official in this chamber is to defend Americans, to protect their safety, their families, their communities, and their right to the American dream, because Americans are dreamers too. 因此今晚我愿意和两党合作，民主党人和共和党人，保护我们的公民，无论他们的背景、肤色、宗教和信仰是什么。我的职责，这个屋子里每一个选举官员的神圣职责是捍卫美国，保卫它的安全、家庭、群体和实现美国梦的权利，因为美国人也是梦想家。Here tonight is one leader in the effort to defend our country. Homeland Security Investigations Special Agent Celestino Martinez, he goes by CJ. CJ served 15 years in the Air Force before becoming an ICE agent and spending the last 15 years fighting gun violence and getting dangerous criminals off our streets. At one point, MS-13 leaders ordered CJ's murder, but it did not cave to threats or fear. Last May, he commanded an operation to track down gang members on Long Island. His team has arrested nearly 400, including more than 220 from MS-13. 今晚，一个捍卫我们国家的领导者来到这里，他是国土安全调查局的特别探员塞莱斯蒂诺·马丁内斯，他代号 CJ。CJ 在空军服役15年，然后成为移民与海关执法局的探员，用了15年时间打击黑社会暴力犯罪，与街上危险的犯罪分子做斗争。有一次 MS-13的头目下令追杀 CJ， 但他没有被吓到， 去年5月，他指挥追捕长岛黑社会成员的行动，他的团队逮捕了近400人，包括 MS-13 团伙的220多人。CJ, great work. Now let us get the Congress to send you some reinforcements. CJ 干得好，让国会给你一些鼓励支持。Over the next few weeks, the House and Senate will be voting on an immigration reform package. 在过去几周，在接下来的几周，众议院和参议院会对移民改革综合法案进行投票。In recent months, my administration has met extensively with both Democrats and Republicans to craft a bipartisan approach to immigration reform. Based on these discussions, we presented the Congress with a detailed proposal that should be supported by both parties as a fair compromise. One where nobody gets everything they want, but where our country gets the critical reforms it needs. Here are the 4 pillars of our plan. 在过去的几个月中，本届政府广泛会见了民主党人和共和党人，起草了2党都认可的移民改革法案。根据这些探讨，我们给国会提交了一份详细的建议，2党都给予了支持，认为这是公平的妥协，没人能胜者通吃。我们的国家获得了所需的关键改革，计划有4个要点。The first pillar of our framework generously offers a path to citizenship for 1.8 million illegal immigrants who were brought here by their parents at a young age. That covers almost 3 times more people than the previous administration. Under our plan, those who meet education and work requirements and show good moral character will be able to become full citizens of the United States. 框架的第一个要点为180万非法移民提供了出路。他们小的时候就被父母带到这里来，是上届政府覆盖人口的近3倍。我们的计划中那些满足教育和工作许可，并表现出良好道德品德的人，可以正式成为美国公民。The second pillar fully secures the border. That means building a wall on the southern border, and it means hiring more heroes like CJ to keep our communities safe. Crucially, our plan closes the terrible loopholes exploited by criminals and terrorists to enter our country, and it finally ends the dangerous practice of catch and release. 第二个要点完全保卫边境，那意味着在南部边境建一堵墙，意味着雇佣更多像 CJ 这样的英雄，保卫我们社区的安全。最关键的是，我们的计划堵上了犯罪分子和恐怖分子进入我们国家的漏洞，最终终结抓了又放的危险做法。The third pillar ends the visa lottery, a program that randomly hands out green cards without any regard for skill, merit, or the safety of our people. It is time to begin moving towards a merit-based immigration system, one that admits people who are skilled, who want to work, who will contribute to our society, and who will love and respect our country. 第3个要点是结束签证抽检，该项目随意发放绿卡，不考虑技能、信誉或我们人民的安全。是时候开始推行积分移民制了，允许那些有技能、想工作、愿意贡献社会、热爱并尊重我们国家的人进来。The fourth and final pillar protects the nuclear family by ending chain migration. Under the current broken system, a single immigrant can bring in virtually unlimited numbers of distant relatives. Under our plan, we focus on the immediate family by limiting sponsorship by limiting sponsorship to spouses and minor children. This vital reform is necessary not just for our economy, but for our security and our future. 第4个也是最后一个要点是结束全族移民，保护核心家庭。在当前的破系统下，一个移民可以无限多的把远房亲戚都拉来。在我们的计划中，我们只看近亲，限制在配偶和小孩。这一关键改革是必要的，不仅对我们的经济如此，对我们的安全和未来也是如此。In recent weeks, 2 terrorist attacks in New York were made possible by the visa lottery and chain migration. In the age of terrorism, these programs present risks we can no longer afford. 最近几周，纽约的2起恐怖袭击就是签证抽签和全族移民造成的。在恐怖主义时代，这些项目构成的风险，我们经受不起。It is time to reform these outdated immigration rules and finally bring our immigration system into the 21st century. 是时候改革这些过期的移民法规了，要最终把我们的移民体系带入21世纪。These 4 pillars represent a down-the-middle compromise and one that will create a safe, modern, and lawful immigration system. 这4个要点代表了两边都同意的妥协，将创造一个安全、现代、合法的移民体系。For over 30 years, Washington has tried and failed to solve this problem. This Congress can be the one that finally makes it happen. 30多年来，华府一直试图解决这个问题，但没有成功。本届国会可以最终推动解决。Most importantly, these 4 pillars will produce legislation that fulfills my ironic pledge to only sign a bill that puts America first. So let us come together, set politics aside, and finally get the job done. 最重要的是，这4个要点推动的立法可以实现我铁打的承诺，只签署将美国放在第1位的法案，让我们一起摒弃政治，最终把事情做好。These reforms will also support our response to the terrible crisis of opioid and drug addiction. 这些改革将支持我们对可怕的鸦片和毒品成瘾危机做出反应。In 2016, we lost 64,000 Americans to drug overdoses, 174 deaths per day, 7 per hour. We must get much tougher on drug dealers and pushers if we are going to succeed in stopping this scourge. 2016年，我们因毒品过量导致64000名美国人死亡，每天147人，每小时7人。要阻止这种惨剧，我们必须对毒枭和毒贩采取更强硬的手段。My administration is committed to fighting the drug epidemic and helping get treatment for those in need. The struggle will be long and difficult, but as Americans always do, we will prevail. 本届政府致力于打击毒品泛滥，帮助有需要的人获得治疗。斗争路漫漫而艰辛，但正如美国人过去的成就一样，我们会获得成功。As we have seen tonight, the most difficult challenges bring out the best in America。我们今晚看到最艰难的挑战造就了最好的美国。We see a vivid expression of this truth in the story of the Holitz family of New Mexico. Ryan Holitz is 27 years old and an officer with the Albuquerque Police Department. He is here tonight with his wife Rebecca. Last year, Ryan was on duty when he saw a pregnant homeless woman preparing to inject heroin. When Ryan told her she was going to harm her unborn child, she began to weep. She told him she did not know where to turn, but badly wanted a safe home for her baby. 这一真理最鲜活的证据就是新墨西哥州来的霍莱茨家。27岁的瑞恩·霍莱茨是阿尔伯克基警局的警员，他今晚和妻子丽贝卡也来到了这里。去年，莱恩执勤时发现了一个无家可归的孕妇准备注射海洛因。莱恩告诉他这会伤及未出生的孩子，他开始哭泣。他告诉莱恩，不知道找谁帮忙，却真的想给宝宝一个安全的家。In that moment, Ryan said he felt God speak to him. You will do it because you can. He took out a picture of his wife and their 4 kids. Then he went home to tell his wife, Rebecca. In an instant, she agreed to adopt. The Holitz named their new daughter Hope. 那一刻，莱恩说他感觉上帝在告诉他，你会做，因为你能行。他拿出妻子和4个孩子的照片，然后他回家和妻子丽贝卡说了自己的想法，妻子当时就同意收养。霍莱茨夫妇给新女儿起名叫做希望。Ryan Rebecca, you embody the goodness of our nation. Thank you and congratulations. As we rebuild America's strength and confidence at home, we are also restoring our strength and standing abroad. 我们在家园重建美国的力量和自信，我们也在海外重建了我们的力量和站位。Around the world, we face rogue regimes, terrorist groups, and rivals like China and Russia that challenge our interests, our economy, and our values. In confronting these dangers, we know that weakness is the surest path to conflict. And unmatched power is the surest means of our defense. 在全世界，我们面临流氓政权、恐怖集团和中俄等竞争者对我们利益、经济和价值的挑战。面对这些危险，我们知道软弱是导致冲突的最可靠途径。难以企及的实力是捍卫国家的最可靠途径。For this reason, I'm asking the Congress to end the dangerous defense sequester and fully fund our great military. 出于这个理由，我要求国会结束危险的防务克扣，全力为我们伟大的军队出钱。As part of our defense, we must modernize and rebuild our nuclear arsenal, hopefully never having to use it, but making it so strong and powerful that it will deter any acts of aggression. Perhaps someday in the future there will be a magical moment when the countries of the world will get together to eliminate their nuclear weapons. Unfortunately, we're not there yet. 作为防务的一部分，我们必须现代化并重建我们的核设施，希望永远都不要用。但如果那可以制止任何的侵略行为，就一定要让武器库强大。 可能未来的某一天有那么一个魔幻的时刻，世界所有的国家都坐下来决定取缔、消灭核武器，但很不幸，我们还没有看到那一刻的到来。Last year, I also pledged that we would work with our allies to extinguish ISIS from the face of the earth. 1 year later, I'm proud to report that a coalition to defeat ISIS has liberated almost 100% of the territory once held by these killers in Iraq and Syria. But there is much more work to be done. We will continue our fight until ISIS is defeated. 去年我也承诺我们会和盟国在一起，将伊斯兰国从地球表面消除。1年后，我骄傲地说，盟军打败了伊斯兰国，解放了100%，差不多100%这些杀人者在伊拉克和叙利亚占据的领土，但还有很多工作要做。我们将继续战斗，直到伊斯兰国失败。Army Staff Sergeant Justin Peck is here tonight. Near Raqqa last November, Justin and his comrade Chief Petty Officer Kenton Stacy were on a mission to clear buildings that ISIS had rigged with explosives so that civilians could return to the city. 上个月，没有，陆军上士贾斯汀·派克今晚要来到这里，今晚也来到了这里。去年11月在拉卡附近，贾斯汀和战友军长坎顿·斯塔西执行清场伊斯兰国用来装配炸药的建筑物，好让平民回到城市。Clearing the second floor of a vital hospital, Kenton Stacy was severely wounded by an explosion. Immediately, Justin bounded into the booby-trapped building and found Kenton in bad shape. He applied pressure to the wound and inserted a tube to reopen an airway. He then performed CPR for 20 straight minutes during the ground transport and maintained artificial respiration through 2 hours of emergency surgery. 在清场一所重要医院的2层时，坎顿·斯塔西被炸药严重炸伤。贾斯汀立即进入陷阱重重的建筑物，发现坎顿情况不妙，他给伤者加压，插管打开气道，然后在地面运送中一连做了20分钟的心脏复苏，在2个小时的急诊手术中一直做人工呼吸。Kenton Stacy would have died if not for Justin's selfless love for a fellow warrior. Tonight, Kenton is recovering Texas, Raqqa is liberated, and Justin is wearing his new bronze star with a V for Valor. Staff Sergeant Peck, all of America salutes you. 要不是贾斯汀对战友无私的爱，坎顿·斯塔西就死了。今天，坎顿在德克萨斯养伤，拉卡解放了。贾斯汀佩戴的青铜星奖章上面有个 V 字，代表英勇。派克上士，所有的美国人向你致敬。Terrorists who do things like place bombs in civilian hospitals are evil. When possible, we annihilate them. When necessary, we must be able to detain and question them. But we must be clear. Terrorists are not merely criminals. They're unlawful enemy combatants. And when captured overseas, they should be treated like the terrorists they are. 那些把炸弹放在平民医院中的恐怖分子是邪恶的。如有可能，我们要彻底消灭他们；如有必要，我们必须能够拘捕并审问他们。但我们要明白，恐怖主义不仅是罪犯，他们是非法的敌人。在海外抓到时，他们应当被当作恐怖分子一样对待。 In the past, we have foolishly released hundreds of dangerous terrorists only to meet them again on the battlefield, including the ISIS leader al-Baghdadi. 过去，我们愚蠢地释放了数百名危险的恐怖分子，在战场上又碰到了他们，包括伊斯兰国领导人巴格达迪。So today, I am keeping another promise I just signed an order directing Secretary Mattis to re-examine our military detention policy and to keep open the detention facilities at Guantanamo Bay. 今天我再次做出承诺，我签署了一个法案，要求马蒂斯部长重审军事拘捕政策，让关塔那摩监狱继续运转。I am also asking the Congress to ensure that in the fight against ISIS and Al-Qaeda, we continue to have all necessary power to detain terrorists wherever we chase them down. 我也要求国会确保在对伊斯兰国和基地组织的战斗中，继续尽一切所能拘捕恐怖分子，无论在哪里追捕到他们。Our warriors in Afghanistan also have new rules of engagement. Along with their heroic Afghan partners, our military is no longer undermined by artificial timelines, and we no longer tell our enemies our plans. 我们在阿富汗的勇士也有新的参与规则，与英雄的阿富汗伙伴一样，我们也不再受人为时间框架的制约，我们不会告诉敌人我们的计划。Last month, I also took an action endorsed unanimously by the Senate just months before. I recognized Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. 上个月我采取了参议院就在几个月前全体同意的法案，我承认耶路撒冷为以色列首都。Shortly afterwards, dozens of countries voted in the United States, in the United Nations General Assembly against America's sovereign right to make this recognition. American taxpayers generously send those same countries billions of dollars in aid every year. 不久之后，几十个国家在联合国安理会投票反对美国做出承认的神圣权利。美国纳税人每年给这些国家大方的投数十亿美元的援助。That is why tonight I am asking the Congress to pass legislation to help ensure American foreign assistance dollars always serve American interests and only go to America's friends. 这也是为什么今晚我要求国会通过立法，确保美国外国援助总能符合美国的利益，只给美国的盟友。As we strengthen friendships around the world, we're also restoring clarity about our adversaries. 我们在全世界强化友谊，我们也划清敌友。When the people of Iran rose up against the crimes of their corrupt dictatorship, I did not stay silent. America stands with the people of Iran in their courageous struggle for freedom. 当伊朗人民站起来反对腐败的独裁政府的罪行时，我没有保持沉默。美国和伊朗人民站在一起，支持他们勇敢地为自由而斗争。I'm asking the Congress to address the fundamental flaws in the terrible Iran nuclear deal. 我也要求国会解决糟糕的伊朗核协议中的硬伤。My administration has also imposed tough sanctions on the communist and socialist dictatorships in Cuba and Venezuela. 本届政府还对古巴和委内瑞拉等共产主义和社会主义独裁政权施加强硬的制裁。But no regime has oppressed its own citizens more totally or brutally than a cruel dictatorship in North Korea. 但是没有哪个政权像残酷的朝鲜独裁者一样，如此残暴地压迫本国公民。North Korea's reckless pursuit of nuclear missiles could very soon threaten our homeland. 朝鲜不顾一切地谋求核导弹，很快就会威胁到我们的国土。We're waging a campaign of maximum pressure to prevent that from happening. 我们将发动最大的攻势，防止这件事情的发生。Past experience has taught us that complacency and concessions only invite aggression and provocation. I will not repeat the mistakes of past administrations that got us into this dangerous position. 过去的经验教会我们，自满和退让只能招致侵略和挑衅。我不会重复过去政府的错误，让我们进入危险的境地。We need only look at the depraved character of the North Korean regime to understand the nature of the nuclear threat it could pose to America and our allies. 我们只需看看朝鲜政权堕落的本性，就能明白核威胁给美国和我们的盟国带来的危险。Otto von Bier was a hard-working student at the University of Virginia. On his way to study abroad in Asia, Otto joined a tour to North Korea. At its conclusion, this wonderful young man was arrested and charged with crimes against the state. After a shameful trial, the dictatorship sentenced Otto to 15 years of hard labor before returning him to America last June, horribly injured and on the verge of death. He passed away just days after his return. 奥托·瓦姆毕尔是弗吉尼亚大学一个勤奋的学生，他在亚洲学习时游览了朝鲜。结果这个了不起的年轻人被逮捕，被控反对那个国家。一次可耻的审判后，专制者判处奥托15年劳教。去年6月回到美国，他严重受伤，濒临死亡。回到美国后数日内死亡。Otto's parents, Fred and Cindy von Bier, are with us tonight, along with Otto's brother and sister, Austin and Greta. You are powerful witnesses to a menace that threatens our world, and your strength inspires us all. Tonight we pledge to honor Otto's memory with American resolve. 奥托的父母弗莱德·瓦姆比尔和辛迪·瓦姆比尔今天也来了，还有奥托的弟弟妹妹奥斯汀和格雷塔。你们正好见证了这个威胁世界的败类，你们的力量激励着我们所有人。今晚我承诺用美国人的决心来荣耀奥托的记忆。Finally, we're joined by one more witness to the ominous nature of this regime. His name is Mr. Ji Shong-ho. 最后，我们还有一位更深刻的见证这个政权邪恶本质的人，他的名字是池成诰。In 1996, Seong-ho was a starving boy in North Korea. One day he tried to steal coal from a railroad car to barter for a few scraps of food. In the process, he passed out on the train tracks, exhausted from hunger. He woke up as a train ran over his limbs. He then endured multiple amputations without anything to dull the pain. His brother and sister gave what little food they had to help him recover and ate dirt themselves, permanently stunting their own growth. Later, he was tortured by North Korean authorities after returning from a brief visit to China. His tormentors wanted to know if he had met any Christians. He had, and he resolved to be free. 1996年，他是朝鲜一个饥饿的儿童。有一天，他想从列车上偷点煤换口吃的。他穿过铁轨，因为饥饿而精疲力尽。他醒来后，一辆火车压过他的双腿。他经过多次截肢都没有缓解疼痛的药物。哥哥姐姐给他仅有的一点食物来吃，他们自己却吃脏东西。他永久性的阻碍了成长。后来他去了一趟中国后，被朝鲜当局迫害。折磨他的人想知道他是否不再信基督教。他接触了基督教人士，并且决心获得自由。Seung-ho traveled thousands of miles on crutches across China and Southeast Asia to freedom. Most of his family followed. His father was caught trying to escape and was tortured to death. 程铐举着拐杖在中国和东南亚国家走了数千英里，只为寻找自由。他家里多数人跟他一起，他的父亲逃跑时被捉，被折磨致死。Today he lives in Seoul, where he rescues other defectors and broadcasts into North Korea what the regime fears the most, the truth. 今天他生活在首尔，他救助其他的脱北者，并且向朝鲜播送这个政权最害怕的东西——真相。Today he has a new leg, but Seung-ho, I understand you still keep those crutches as a reminder of how far you have come. Your great sacrifice is an inspiration to us all. 今天他有了一条新腿，但程铐，我们明白你仍然要拄拐，提醒自己走了有多远。你伟大的牺牲对我们所有的人都是一种激励。Seung-ho's story is a testament to the yearning of every human soul to live in freedom. 程铐的故事证明了每一个人类的灵魂都渴望自由。It was that same yearning for freedom that nearly 250 years ago gave birth to a special place called America. It was a small cluster of colonies caught between a great ocean and a vast wilderness. But it was home to an incredible people with a revolutionary idea that they could rule themselves, that they could chart their own destiny, and that together they could light up the world. 正是这种对自由的渴望，在近250年前，让一个特殊的地方诞生。这就是美国，当时还是夹在大洋和广大荒野之间的一小群殖民地，但现在是具有革命性想法的了不起的人民的家园。他们相信可以自我统治，他们能够掌握自己的命运，他们携起手来可以照亮全世界。That is what our country has always been about. That is what Americans have always stood for, always strived for, and always done. 这就是我们国家一如既往的价值，这就是美国人捍卫、为之奋斗并一直成功实现的东西。Atop the dome of this capital stands the Statue of Freedom. She stands tall and dignified among the monuments to our ancestors who fought and lived and died to protect her. 国会山的穹顶上是自由女神雕像， 他高高在上，在众多先烈的纪念碑之中傲立，荣耀那些为了保护他而奋斗、生活并死亡的人。Monuments to Washington and Jefferson, to Lincoln and King。这些纪念碑有华盛顿、杰弗逊，有林肯，有马丁·路德。Memorials to the heroes of Yorktown and Saratoga, to young Americans who shed their blood on the shores of Normandy and the fields beyond, and others who went down in the waters of the Pacific and the skies over Asia。还有约克敦和萨拉托加的英雄们，这些年轻的美国人在诺曼底海滩和更大的战场上抛头颅洒热血，还有那些在太平洋海域和亚洲天空上的战士。And freedom stands tall over one more monument. This one, this capital, this living monument to the American people。自由还高耸在另一个纪念堂上，就是这里，国会山，美国人民活生生的纪念物。A people whose heroes live not only in the past but all around us, defending hope, pride, and the American way。民族的英雄不仅活在过去，他就在我们周围，就是那些捍卫希望、骄傲和美国方式的人。They work in every trade. They sacrifice to raise a family. They care for our children at home. They defend our flag abroad. They are strong moms and brave kids. They are firefighters, police officers, border agents, medics, and Marines。他们工作在各行各业，他们奉献自我，供养家庭，他们关心家里的孩子，他们捍卫海外的旗帜，他们是强大的母亲和勇敢的孩子，他们是消防员、警察、边境探员、医护人员和海军陆战的队员。But above all else, they are Americans, and this capital, this city, this nation belong to them。但最重要的是，他们是美国人，国会山这个城市，这个国家属于他们。Our task is to respect them, to listen to them, to serve them, to protect them, and to always be worthy of them。我们的任务是尊敬他们，倾听他们的声音，为他们服务，保护他们，永远不辜负他们。Americans fill the world with art and music. They push the bounds of science and discovery, and they forever remind us of what we should never forget. The people dreamed this country. The people built this country. And it is the people who are making America great again. 美国人给了世界艺术和音乐，他们推动了科学和发现的边界，他们永远提醒我们，永远不该忘记的是，人民的梦想造就了这个国家，人民建造了这个国家，也同样是人民正在让美国再次伟大。As long as we are proud of who we are and what we are fighting for, there is nothing we cannot achieve. 只要我们为自己感到骄傲，为我们奋斗的目标感到骄傲，我们就没有什么不能实现。As long as we have confidence in our values, faith in our citizens, and trust in our God, we will not fail. 只要我们对我们的价值感到自信，信仰我们的公民，相信我们的上帝，我们就不会失败。Our families will thrive. 我们的家庭会兴旺。Our families will thrive. 我们的家庭会兴旺。Our people will prosper. 我们的人民会繁荣。And our nation will forever be safe and strong and proud and mighty and free. 我们的国度会永远安全、强大、骄傲、有力、自由。 Thank you and God bless America. 谢谢大家，上帝保佑美国。